Check. This is for Lauren. See if we're good. And if we're on, just in case, I'll try to smile and be happy. Oh, I don't need my mask. Okay, there we go. Okay. Well, Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
Rabbi's not here to. Oh, there he is, right there.
Right.
He loves my jokes. Okay, we're going to start with a song, and it will tie into the drosh tonight. See if you can figure out how. And let's see if we can find it on page. Let's see. Let's see if it's on page 129. I think we can move this out of the way. And we've done this before. Dodi Lee on the top of 129. Dodi Lee va'ani lo haroeh b'shoshanim. Dodi Lee va'ani lo haroeh b'shoshanim. Mi zot olam min hamidbar, mi zot olam. Mekuteret mor hu levona. Dodi li va'ani lo haroeh b'shoshanim. Dodi li va'ani lo haroeh b'shoshanim. Li baptini achoti chala, li baptini chala. Li baptini achoti chala, li baptini chala. Dodi li va'ani lo haroeh b'shoshanim. Dodi li va'ani lo haroeh b'shoshanim. Uri safon uvo iteman. Uri safon uvo iteman. Dodi li va'ani lo haroeh b'shoshanim. Dodi li va'ani lo haroeh b'shoshanim.
Shabbat Shalom. Good Shabbos to all of you. It's so nice to see you, even though I'm seeing you through plexiglass. But as we said in the notice that we sent out the other day, the principle of pikuach nefesh, the protection and preservation of life, is arguably the most important principle in Judaism. You're allowed to break all of the mitzvot, except for 3 of them, I'll tell you another time, in order to follow that principle of protecting and preserving life. So here we are again. I know nobody is happy wearing masks, but I appreciate that we're all doing what we can to keep one another and ourselves safe on this Shabbat. And those of you at home, it's good to see you, even though I can't really see you. I know you're there. We're going to start our service by the lighting of our Shabbat candles, and a special welcome again to those of you who are visiting. We have a wedding on Sunday, Dakota and Lenore. We honored them recently by having them light our Shabbat candles. So her parents and family are here, and Mazal Tov again in advance. Katie DePasqua, and I know I got it right this time. I called you Katrina for 4 years, but I got it. Katie and her niece Nina, say that 3 times fast, are going to light our Shabbat candles, and you can follow the blessing on page 120. No, I don't do it together after we.
Actually, we'll just say it together and then we can sing it however you want to do it. Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu hadlik
ner shel Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech asher
Kitshanu
b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Thanks, Dean.
Well, Gordon opened with Dodi Lee, a song that comes from the book of Psalms. I'm sorry, not book of Psalms. I'm a rabbi, aren't I? From the Song of Songs, the book of the Song of Songs, where we find this very beautiful, famous verse, Ani l'dodi v'dodi li, I am my beloved's and my beloved is mine. A lot of people incorporate that verse from Song of Songs into wedding ceremonies. Some people have it inscribed on the rings that they wear, the wedding rings that they wear. And when the mystics in Tzfat, about 400 or 500 years ago, composed this song we're about to sing, L'cha Dodi, which Dodi Li is also related to, I think they probably had that verse in mind. The way the rabbis interpreted this particular song or this prayer was that God, the Sabbath is our bride, and Israel, we are the bridegroom of the Sabbath. So we're going to welcome Shabbat, we're going to welcome the Sabbath into this sanctuary by singing L'cha Dodi on page 138.
We're going to do it in kind of a jazzy style. This will be probably a new melody to most of you. It goes like this. L'cha l'cha dodi, likrat likrat kala, panei panei Shabbat nekabala. L'cha l'cha dodi, likrat likrat kala, panei panei Shabbat nekabala. La 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 l'cha l'cha dodi, likrat likrat kala, panei panei Shabbat nekabala. L'cha l'cha dodi, likrat likrat kala, panei panei Shabbat nekabala. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Ishmiyanu el hamiuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, L'shem u'tiferet v'liti la 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 la, l'cha l'cha dodi, likrat likrat kala, panei panei Shabbat nekabala. L'cha l'cha dodi, likrat likrat kala, panei panei Shabbat nekabala. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki makor habaracha, merosh mikedem nesucha, sof maseh b'machshavat, ki la 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 l'cha l'cha dodi, likrat likrat kala, panei panei Shabbat nekabala. L'cha l'cha dodi, likrat likrat kala, panei panei Shabbat nekabala. Please rise and join me in the verse 9, Bo'ii v'shalom. Bo'ii v'shalom ateret bala, gam b'simcha u'v'tzola, toch emunei am segula. Bo'ii chala, la 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 la, l'cha l'cha dodi, likrat likrat kala, panei panei Shabbat nekabala. L'cha l'cha dodi, likrat likrat kala, panei Shabbat Shabbat nekabala. La 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 la, l'cha l'cha dodi, likrat likrat kala, panei panei Shabbat nekabala. L'cha l'cha dodi, likrat likrat kala, Pene Pene Shabbat ne Kabbalat.
Please remain standing. We continue on page 146 with the call to worship, the Baruch Hu.
I was going to do a new Baruch Hu melody, but since that was new, we'll do a familiar one. Lai la la lai la lai la lai lai. Lai la la lai la lai la lai lai. Lai la lai 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 la lai lai lai. Lai la la lai la lai la lai lai. Lai la lai 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 la lai lai lai. Lai la la lai 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 lai. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamivorach. Baruch Adonai Hamivorach Hamivorach Le'olam Va'ed. Hamivorach Hamivorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Page 149. And please read with me the paragraph at the top of the page. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai Hama'ariv Aravim. Page 151. Ahavat olam Beit Yisrael amcha ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadata. As you taught Torah to those whose names I bear, teach me Torah too. Its mystery beckons, yet I struggle with its truth. You meant Torah for me. Did you mean the struggle for me too? Don't let me struggle alone. Help me to understand, to be wise, to listen, to know. Lead me into the mystery. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kivod Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Leolam Vaed. And you shall love Adonai with all of your heart, with all your soul, and with all of your might. And all these words which I command you on this day shall be in your heart, shall be in your heart. And you shall teach them diligently unto your children, and you shall speak of them when thou sittest in thy house, when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up, and when thou risest up. And you shall bind them for a sign upon thy hand, They shall be for frontlets between thy eyes. You shall write them on the doorposts of your house and upon your gates, and upon your gates, that you may remember and do all of my commandments, and be holy unto your God, unto your God, unto your God.
Please turn to page 157 and let's read this paragraph together at the top of the page. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands and marching together. Page 158.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh, Torah tehilot, ose pele, ose pele. Malachutecha ra'u banecha, bokei hayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, zeli anu ve'amru Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha ne'edar b'kodesh.
Page 161. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up, waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom, aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom. Hamidenu shomreinu l'chayim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom. Hamidenu shomreinu l'chayim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen. Shelter us beneath your wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things.
us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right. Amen. 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 Amen.
And we continue now with our own silent prayers and thoughts.
May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable, Adonai, my rock and my redeemer. Amen.
At this point in our service, we pause to think of those in need of healing on this Shabbat, healing of body, healing of spirit, and healing of heart. And we ask God to bestow the blessing, the bracha of refuah shlema, full and complete healing on the following men and women from our community or those known and loved by those in our community: Harris Nussbaum, Lynn Mikulski, Ilana Massey, Barbara Balick, Kevin Brackett, Ginny Sims, Peter Balanik, Eileen Conklin, Nancy Jeanette, Michelle Camissia, Joshua Hyman, Erica Cornelison, Dylan Bonnick, Diane Butler, Elsa Loach, and Tony Wine. And if anyone has a name they wish to share, I invite you to please do so.
Yeah, my 3-year-old friend Jocelyn.
The Mishaberach is on page 511.
habracha Limotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing. And let us say, Amen. Misheberach Imotenu Mikor habracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Shabbat Shalom. Good Shabbos again to everyone, both here and at home. And a special Shabbat Shalom and welcome to those who are here at CBS for the first time or those I only get to see every so often. I'm happy that you're able to celebrate Shabbat with us. Judaism is a religion of laws. Christianity is a religion of love. The God of the Hebrew Bible is angry and vengeful. The God of the New Testament is merciful and compassionate. These are just some of the anti-Semitic tropes dating back at least to the Middle Ages that Jews have had to contend with for centuries. I sometimes worry that Jews ourselves, particularly younger and uneducated ones, have bought into and internalized these negative stereotypes about our tradition. As this week's Torah portion, Akev, makes very clear, the truth is much more complicated and nuanced. And biblical Judaism is very much concerned with love, compassion, and the intimate bond between God and Israel. Variations of the word love, ahava, occur 7 times in chapters 10 and 11 of this parsha. We'll be studying the Torah portion tomorrow morning at 10:30 right here. In this Torah portion, and in these chapters, Moses tells the Jewish people to love the Lord their God, that God has always loved them, to love the stranger among them, to hold fast to God through love. We find an echo and amplification of this idea in the prayer Ahavat Olam, which we just read earlier tonight and we read every night. God loves not only the people of Israel, but the entire world. Love permeates Judaism. We are obligated, commanded to love God, to love each other, to love the stranger, and to love our neighbor as we love ourselves. And if there are many laws and rules in our religion, and there are, they are only meant to guide us, to show us how to make a loving world a reality. Judaism is not just about feeling. It is about action, concrete behavior. So the next time someone tells you that Judaism is a religion of law, ask them, have you ever really studied our tradition? How do you put love into practice in the real world. At the core of the central mission of all Jews, Tikkun Olam, is love. May each of us find a way to bring that mitzvah of love, of ahava, into our lives and to transform the world as a result. Ken Yehi Ratzon, may it be God's will. We are going to continue now with the Aleinu prayer on page 586, and I'd like to ask you to please rise.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, להט גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הרצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני מלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
I have the honor now of inviting up CBS President Mark Samrick, who is going to share some important announcements with us tonight.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
So glad I was able to take off my mask when I give the announcements because my glasses keep fogging up. I won't be able to read these to you today. Tomorrow morning, Torah Study welcomes you in person in the CBS Connery Library, right over here at 10:30, and you may also participate via Zoom. On August 6th, please join Rabbi Goldstein and Gordon for Kabbalat Shabbat at 6 p.m. in the sanctuary or on live stream via our YouTube channel. August 14th, we have some bar and bat mitzvahs coming up. August 14th is Cameron Garion's bar mitzvah service at 10:30 a.m. and you're welcome to stream the service online. Rabbi Beisel and Gordon will be leading Kabbalat Shabbat on August 20th at 6 p.m. In the following day, Sophia Honig will celebrate her bat mitzvah online August 21st at 10:30 a.m. Here's to a wonderful week. Have a great Shabbat.
Thank you, Mark. Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, life and death. We remember those who have died during the preceding 12 months. Peter DePasqua, Estelle Eisenberg, Rosie Rosenthal, Elliot Kapchan, Bill Chiat, Ed Hames, Arthur Waldinger, Judy Donaldson, Elizabeth Mautner, Helen Goodman, Michael Duff Fisher, Margaret Mary Oliveto, Ahuva Ben David, Dr. I. Harold Shevlin, Isadora Smith, Sanford Rubin, Stuart Paley, Bonnie Kapeloff Mamie, Dr. Ian Miller, Jimmy Rabb, Sandra Sumick, Michael Gordon, and Larry Elson. We also remember and honor the yard sites, the anniversaries of the deaths of Abraham Solomon, Marty David, Richard Luros, Nathan Bisberg, Harriet Lee Sandler Purviance, Harry Sherman, Elizabeth Levinson, Joseph E. Hochstetter, Molly Greendorfer, Harold Savinar, Charles W. Barnes, and Adele Boots Brownstein. And if anyone has a name they wish to share, please do so.
John Williams and Tom Wilson.
The Mourner's Kaddish is on page 598. Please rise. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shmei rabbah be'alma divra kerete v'yimlich malchuteh b'chayechon uv'yom echon uv'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael b'gala uv'zman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehi shmei rabbah mevarach le'alam u'lamei maya Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shmei dekudsha b'richu Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shmaya, v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the source of peace grant peace to all those in mourning and comfort to all those who are bereaved. And let us all say amen. Please be seated. We are going to conclude our Shabbat service with the Kiddush, the Kiddush, and the Motzi, but first we're going to have our final song. And what do you have for us tonight?
Well, we have another round of Name That Adon Olam melody.
Okay. I think Adon Olam has like 26 different melodies.
Well, if it does, now it has 27. Okay. And you're going to you are our contestant tonight.
Okay.
Okay. Now I might have to fake it because it was a little before my time, but okay.
A page number?
625.
625.
Yes, 625. Thank you. Okay. Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem kol yitzir nira Li'et nasa v'chefso kol Azai melech shemo nikra V'acharei kichlot hakol Livado yimlok nora Bahu haya, bahu hove, v'hiu yebetifara. I was kind of faking that. You don't know it? Okay. Who wants to say what it's supposed to be? I didn't sing it quite right, but anybody know?
I know the melody. I don't know what it's called.
L is for the, I don't know the words. Love.
Love.
Okay. See, there's always going to be a connection. It's not just as random as I tend to be. Right. But we might as well sing a real version. Just stand there and say, okay. So we'll go. We'll go. Adon olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nira li'et nasa v'chefsa kol azai melech shemo nikra v'acharei kichlot hakol livado yimlok nora v'hu haya v'hu haveh v'hu yeh b'tifara. I don't hear you. Adon olam Hashem malach b'terem kol yitzir nira li et nasa v'chefsachol azay melech shemo nikra v'yacharei hidlo rakol livado yimlok nara v'hu haya v'hu oveh b'tifara 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 Adon olam Hashem malach b'terem kol yitzir nira li et nasa v'chefsachol Adon olam.
Very good. I like that. Okay, we are going to do the motzi and the kiddush, or rather the kiddush and then the motzi together. So if you would please rise. And Gordon, would you get us started with this?
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen l'chaim.
L'chaim. I think I said before, when I was in graduate school, rabbinical school, one of my professors had a very thick Polish accent. And whenever he would do the kiddush, he would say, L'chaim tovim u'l'shulam, which means L'chaim tovim u'l'shalom, a good and peaceful l'chaim. But to me, if you know Hebrew, it sounds really funny. If you don't, then what I'm saying doesn't make any sense. Okay.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Amen. B'te'avon, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam.
We need that. I mean, when we just have something musical after.